Welcome, 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 welcome back to episode 15 of Mindset Challenge with Coach Naira, your transformational life coach, speaker, retreat leader, travel advisor, TEDx speaker, you name it. I try to be it for you and for me. Well, I'm so super excited because we are on day 15 of the As a Man Thinketh, So Is He. As a woman thinketh, so is she. I am totally ready to just jump right in today. However, if you are new to my channel, I'm definitely going to ask that you go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Go ahead and click the bell, turn on your notifications so every time I upload a video, you will be notified of the video. We are in day 15. And don't worry about it. If you've missed the other 14 episodes, it's totally fine because you can always go back and catch up to the previous episodes. However, in addition to that, for those of you that has been coming along on this journey, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for participating in your transformation with Coach Naira. And I want to remind us that it doesn't stop with us, it starts with us. The more we are in the process of transformation, the more able and capable and have the capacity to be able to help others. How can you support this transformational process? Number one, fully engage. Engage by liking, engage by subscribing, engage by telling someone else. Okay. Be fully engaged. Take notes in your journal. Make notes in the comment section because when you exchange energy, come on, this is an exchange of energy. That's where growth takes place because we're removing the old to put in the new. We're getting rid of the stagnance and the stuckness to get rid of, to increase and embrace the new. Remember, you become what you repeatedly think. You and I become what we repeatedly do. You and I become what we repeatedly have. We are having a new experience. We are having a new exposure with each other. So, as we are growing together, and we're dedicating ourselves together, you and I have to create and maintain standards. Standards in our process, standards in our transformation. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about something, and I'm so grateful for divine intervention. I'm so grateful to be able to hear God's voice. I'm so grateful to have a personal relationship with Him. And as I was in prayer and I was reflecting, you got to be in prayer and reflection. I thought about the words of Jesus. Be ye perfect, even as I am, or even as your Father is in heaven. You understand? So to me, that's a standard to be perfect. It's a standard, nothing less but striving for perfection. And I realized when God spoke to me in my, I'm going to say, crying out to Him for change, crying out to Him for growth, God let me know it's okay to want perfection. And what He's saying in this time that everybody is not going to live up to His standards. And if they can't live up to His standards and you're trying to live up to His standards, it's okay to move on. It's okay. You got to be willing to let go. And that letting go process is not going to always be easy because you got to sometimes let go things that you love and people that you love to get into perfection with Him. So in this season, in this moment of reflection, God says, be ye perfect, even as He is. It's a command. And don't let no one and nothing shrink you in striving to be perfect. And as we talked about in the last episode, accountability. You got to hold yourself accountable and hold other people around you in situations and environments accountable in total line. I'm in the season of towing the line. And as you are in reflection, you got to be grateful in the process of reflection. You got to seek refuge in your time of growth because the more you grow, the more you're trying to transform, the more you're knowing weapons will be formed in the process. Weapons, people that you love, you like, you trust, environments that you've been used to will become a weapon in the process. And guess what? You can become a weapon in your own process. But I ask you today, decree and declare that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. The weapons may form, but don't allow it to prosper. We've been on a 21 day transformation. And your thoughts and my thoughts are not temporary visitors. They are builders. You got builders. Your thoughts are builders. And you got to be mindful of other people's thoughts and considerations as well because it becomes builders in your building blocks of success or destruction. And so I have to constantly regenerate and reinvent my new levels of thinking and understanding that one of my greatest weapons on the battlefield is gratitude. Just being grateful that God would use me. He would transform me. He would make me into an example of what it looks like to be a woman that's striving to be in perfection. And so sometimes I get real uncomfortable with circumstances and situations because I know it's not meeting God's level of perfection that He desires for me in my life. What does God desire for you in your life that's not meeting the command of be ye perfect? That is something that you have to constantly turn over and twist over and be okay with becoming perfected. Hmm? Perfect love casts out fear. So you got to have a perfect love for yourself and a perfect love for your process in order to get to be better. And it's not always easy. It's not always easy, but you and I got to recognize the thoughts and the words that come out of our mouth, the thoughts that's in our minds, because your thoughts shapes your identity. Your thoughts shapes your habits. Your thoughts shapes your emotions. Your thoughts shapes your future. So you and I have to know when there's a weapon that's being formed in the process. A weapon that's going to come up against your mind, your money, your relationships, your spirit. Do you understand? Even your body. Because I know that the mind makes the body sick. So if you and I are getting sick, then we got to understand what thoughts exist in our minds that's making us sick. And all thoughts are not your thoughts. So you got to be what they say, uh, oh God, you got to be you got to be a defender in your process. You got to defend your righteousness against the enemy and the wiles of Satan in your own mind and in your process and outside of yourself. Hmm? Don't let the villains in your vineyard of sacredness, of peace, of transformation. Lord, I'm just grateful that you would even give me the wit and the will to even have this type of mindset. And I'm going to tell you this, the more I've been in this transformation, the more I'm learning how to just be calm in the midst of the storm. And even when I have my breakdowns, I know that it's a breakthrough to get out of the conditions that I have certain conditions that I've been in and I was comfortable with or I was settling in, but I'm ready for the new growth. I'm ready for the transformation, Lord. And as I get ready, let me be prepared. Somebody need to be prepared today. Somebody need to be prepared for this next level. And so this process is helping us to be prepared for the new person that we are creating for the new kingdom that's at hand. This is not a lightweight journey, y'all. And I've learned that even in this journey that I am divinely, it's divine dictate that's guiding this journey. And I've been noticing in the journey what is being removed, who is being removed, who and what is being affected by my growth and healing. And I'm going to tell you, it's been prosperity and poison all in the same token. Poisonous situations that's dying out and prosperity is coming along, even if it's with me being okay for transition, because it's not always easy. A new phase will bring the unknown, the uncertainty, the unfamiliar. It will bring it up and it will bring it about. But what I can say is, you and I get to create the outcome. And so in the process, I had to learn and not just learn it, but lean into the process of forgiveness. Lean into the process of pointing out the wrong, the confession, that this process of healing brings about atonement within myself. And as I'm atoning with myself, I'm understanding the importance of being equally yoked all the way through. I got to be equally yoked in this process of becoming perfect. So, are you equally yoked with your vision, as we talked about in the last segment of the book? Are you equally yoked with your process and your ideas? Uh, the word equally yoked comes from scripture, but let me show you what it looks like in today's time. It's called alignment. Are you aligned in the vision, in the process, in the habits? Are the in the endeavors? Are you entertaining the new versions of your relationships, the new version of your spirit? You got a new spirit up to day 15. If you are applying, write these things down. And sometimes when you're going through that healing and that growth, oh, hell has to break loose. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So I'm asking you today, if you've ever been in a situation where you thought, I am not enough, let it go. Because you more than enough. You are a big deal. If you ever been in a position or in a state of mind or a state of existence that nothing ever works out for me, no, cancel, cancel. Everything is working in my favor. Everything is working in my favor. Why, God? Because I'm striving to be ye perfect. That's what he says. If you ever felt like you can't heal your relationships, you can't heal your spirit, you can't heal your mind, or you can't heal your body. No, this is where that intentional healing comes in. You and I, this community, this is a community I'm building here. I'm forming here, and I'm continuing on with. This is a community of people that's intentionally healing to heal on purpose so we can repair the Black family in all families, but in particular, the Black family. And so, alignment, being equally yoked, that's the assignment. You got to understand the assignment that comes with healing on purpose. Are y'all rocking with me today? If you rocking with me, put rocking with me. Say, I'm rocking with you, coach. Let me know that you here. Let me know that you showing up. Let me know that every time I show up for you and for me, that God is using me to be in your life for transformation. Let me know. Hmm? Because some of us is just afraid to communicate with our new self. Some of us is afraid to communicate with a process that will eradicate the devil from within. 21 days or 21 episodes of transformation. So fear-based thinking creates emotional exhaustion, confusion, and instability. Your mind cannot produce peace while feeding on fear. Fear restricts us. If you are exhausted just by getting up to listen to these episodes, then we got to understand that something in us is still afraid for growth, or we got some confusion or instability. And I really want to encourage us and caution us at the same time that it's not all you. So don't blame yourself for the situations that you've been in. I want us to know that we are a product of our environment. We're a product of our company. And you and I have to be able to create a new environment, create new relationships, create new ideas, create new visions, create new circumstances. And this is where unlocking the poison and rusty locks of our minds to get rid of those things that's no longer relevant in our process and put in a new word that will make us a new product in our growth. Hmm? And so this healing requires intentional mental redirection. We cannot constantly fear process and want peace at the same time. No, 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 no. 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 And so as I sit here on this day, I'm so grateful. This if I could give my community anything, is this the spirit of gratitude for what the God is doing with us throughout this process. Gratitude. If you are grateful over little, he will bless you with much. So I'm just learning how to be grateful on a deeper level. Are you grateful? I encourage you today to write down 5 things that you are grateful for. And I really want you to reflect on those things or those situations or those circumstances that you're just grateful for. And I ask that you write down 5 of your weaknesses that you're willing to transform so you can translate to gratitude. Hmm? This is where positive thinking is not pretending problems don't exist. Yeah. It's choosing thoughts that align with healing, growth, and purpose. And so before we get in the book, I just want to remind us that your future changes when your thinking changes to a repeated positive thought process. Knowing that you create the outcome, knowing that you activate a new reality, but activation requires action. Knowing that only you is if it's left, if it's me and it's left, is if it's meant to be, is left up to me. Hmm? Your thoughts is shaping your identity every day. And guess what? We get to redefine our identity. I'm in a space and place right now in my life. And it's a place and a space that I'm not used to. I'm not used to being here. I'm not used to being at this level of change. And it's not easy for me in this level of change, but I'm willing to be purged. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to correct my mistakes and errors, and I'm willing to let go. But all I ask is, God, show me how to do it. God, let me surrender in doing it. Not my way, your way. Somebody on this line need to say this with me today. Not my way, Father, but your way. Lean not into your own understanding, and be joyful, be cheerful in all that you have. Even when things seems to get hard and it seems that it's rough, just know that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. But in the passing, I'm going to take advantage of my opportunity to grow. Take advantage. Take advantage of the process that you're in right now. Seize the moments of clarity. Seize the moments that you're transforming confusion into clarity. Hmm? Seize the moment. Every time you get up and you push play on your YouTube channel and you're experiencing this process with Coach Naira, seize the moment, because the moment is not about me. It's all for you. God just led you to a voice that can help you in your process. Seize the moment of growth. Seize the moment of transformation. Seize the moment of dedication and eradication. Because you and I are eradicating some people, places, and things now. Seize the moment and just know that you was built for it. Seize the moment. Seize the moment that you're transforming fear into faith. Lord, I seize the moment. Thank you. Thank you, God. I'm seizing the moment. Hmm? And while you're seizing the moment, celebrate you. I love that new song. I celebrate me. Hmm? You got to celebrate you. I want you to write down right now. Pause the video. Write down, I celebrate me because, and fill in the blank. I celebrate me. And I want you to get into the emotional aspect of why you are celebrating you. Just why. You deserve to be celebrated. I deserve to be celebrated. And when you celebrate and you're elevated, some people gonna think you too high for your britches. But God want to take you higher. Don't be afraid to go higher. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go higher. Go higher and celebrate you being high. Celebrate you, because everybody can't have it. God did it for you. Just say, God did. It's God's plan for me to be high. Don't shrink in the presence of other people's small thinking. Mm-mm. No. So I'm celebrating me, taking me higher. He's taking me higher. And I had to realize it. Last night, I was in my bed and I asked God to show me how to get above people that think I'm too big, or people that is afraid of my growth. That people that think I'm on a high horse and I can't be there. God, please show me. I ain't perfect. I never claimed to be perfect, but I'm striving for it. So God, just help me. And he woke me up this morning, let me know that he validates me. Just keep going. Just keep going. And don't look back. Because sometimes we look back, and when you look back, It can make you hurt. It can make you cry. Because when you look back on people, places, and things that still serves you, but they may not be willing to go with you. But be okay with it. Be okay. Be okay. That's my mantra for today. It's okay. And I'm okay. And in being okay, be safe. Know that you're safe in the bosom of God's chest. Lay your head upon God's chest and rest assured that He is a comforter. He'll comfort you in your needs. Be okay with it. And love yourself regardless to whom or what. And a love where the God have you at right now. And those who are with you, that's meant to go with you, cherish them. Ask God to show you how to love at a new level. That's what I'm asking Him for. Show me how to love at a new level. Because old love ain't going to last in the new kingdom. There's a new type of love that has to exist, and it's called the agape love. That's what I'm asking for. Lord, show me how to have that agape love. What are you asking for in this season of your life? That He will deliver. Just be faithful. Because He will deliver. Ask for deliverance in this season. Get into the Word and reflect on the Word of God in this season. And be okay with growing into new standards. I have a new standard in my life. I have a new standard. I'm moving from lack into livingness. And I realize some people ain't willing to have livingness. They just dwell in lack, lack of freshness, lack of ideas, lack of motivation, lack of creation, lack. No, livingness. Livingness. Be willing to step into the threshold of livingness. And as you step into the threshold, know this: it's okay to be still and know that God is God. Be at peace with the new you. So, as we get ready to go into this book, we closing out this book, and because we have not reached the 21 episodes, I'm going to come on with a new book as we wrap up this book. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I'm going to give us 21 days of transformation. All I ask is that you just hang in there with your coach. Keep coming up, showing up, hanging there with me. You all have inspired me to be on YouTube more. I used to be on social media, on Facebook. I'm a Facebook queen. But God is showing me it's okay to go in a new direction. It's a new audience that's waiting on you. They don't even know it yet. You don't either. But just go where I'm telling you to go. So God told me to come more off of Facebook and onto YouTube. And that's a little scary for me. I'm gonna be fully transparent. It's a little scary for me. I wasn't ready for YouTube. I'm still not ready for YouTube, but I did it anyways. And I'm doing it anyways. And I'm just thanking God for those of you that's starting out with me and that will grow with me, because God is taking us somewhere. We may not know it all the way, and we may can't see it all the way, but if you would just stay in here with me and heal on purpose, you'll see where God is taking me and you. Sometimes in your life, you just gotta do it anyway. And so for you that's rolling with me, stay connected with me. And let's grow together. Let's build community together. Let's grow and gain clarity together. Because our unity is more stronger than an atomic or hydrogen bomb. And I'll put in the work for growth. All I ask is that you grow with me. And I thank you all. I'm very grateful today. I realize that, God is using me as a vessel. And today I celebrate 27 years of marriage, 28 years of being with my husband. And that's a process of transformation and growth, a new level of love that I'm willing to get used to and be uncomfortable with, of transitioning and transforming into our new space. 27 years of stability with this man. I'm grateful that God has used us as an example of struggle and striving together. And I pray that He would get us to and through this new level. It's something that we're both getting used to in a transition. We're in a transitional phase in our marriage. And I'm grateful that God has chosen us to serve as vessels of what the repair of the Black family looks like. So, for those of you that's in relationships, you're in a marriage, you have a significant other, strive to have a holy union and see the lessons in growth and development with the holy unit. My words of encouragement and advice is keep God first in all that you do. Lean not to your own understanding, because your own understanding can get you in trouble if you're not divinely guided and divinely dictated. Understand that your marriage shall be a covenant if God is in it. And keep the covenant, because the devil will intervene. And if you ain't grounded in God, the devil's words look true and right and exact. But when you're a woman and a man that's divinely dictated by God, you know how to hold on to God's unchanging hand until change comes. Love is the key to success. And I've determined and declared that I'm more than a conqueror. So marriage in this time is a sacred institution. So lean into your sacredness and not your scarcity, because Black marriages are scarce in America today. So it reminds me that this is a sacred union. So lean into sacredness and not scarceness, because it's a commodity. And so I'm grateful that God has blessed me to be in this union for 27 years as an example for myself, my children, my family, my community, my nation, the world. Okay? So as a man, woman, and think, as a man, woman, as a man thinketh and a woman thinketh, so is she or he. So we're gonna move right along. Now listen, I hope y'all got y'all pens, y'all journals, y'all highlighters, and if you're like me, y'all glasses. All right, here we go. Serenity is our last chapter. Here we go. Calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is the result of long and patient effort in self control. Its presence is an indication of ripened experience and of a more than ordinary knowledge of the laws and operations of thought. A man becomes calm in the measure that he understands himself as a thought evolved being. For such knowledge necessitates the understanding of others as the result of thought, and as he develops a right understanding and sees more and more clearly, the internal relations of things by the action of cause and effect. He ceases to fuss and fume and worry and grieve and remains poised, steadfast, and serene. That's what I'm working on. Being poised, steadfast, and serene. Good God Almighty. Let me write that down for myself. Okay. So I'll just mark it in my book. Okay. The calm man, having learned how to govern himself, knows how to adapt himself to others, and they in turn reverence his spiritual strength and feel that they can learn of him and rely upon him. The more tranquil a man becomes, the greater is his success, his influence, his power for good. Even the ordinary trader will find his business prosperity increase as he develops a greater self control and equanimity, excuse me. And that's EQUANIMIT. Why? Let's look that word up and put it in the comments. For people will always prefer to deal with a man whose demeanor is strongly equitable. The strong, calm man is always loved and revered. Let me write that down for myself. The strong, calm man is always loved and revered. He is like a shade giving tree in a thirsty land or a sheltering rock in a storm. Who does not love a tranquil heart, a sweet tempered, balanced life? It does not matter whether it rains or shines, or what changes come to choose possessing these blessings, for they are always sweet, serene, and calm. That exquisite poise of character, which we call serenity, is the last lesson of culture. It is the flowering of life, the fruitage of the soul. It is precious as wisdom, more to be desired than gold. Yea, than even fine gold. How insignificant mere money seeking looks in comparison with the serene life. A life that dwells in the ocean of truth, beneath the waves, beyond the reach of tempest, the eternal calm. How many people we know who sour their lives, who ruin all that is sweet and beautiful by explosive tempers, who destroy their poise of character and make bad blood. Lord, Lord, and Lord. Okay? It is a question whether the great majority of people do not ruin their lives and mar their happiness by lack of self control. Y'all, listen to this. I'm going to read it. Well, we at the end. I guess I'm going to have to finish the book. I'm going to have to finish it today. Okay? How few people we meet in life who are well balanced, who have that exquisite poise, which is characteristics of the finished character. Yes, humanity surges with uncontrolled passion, is tumultuous with ungoverned grief, is blown about anxiety and doubt. Only the wise man, only he whose thoughts are controlled and purified, makes the winds and the storms of the soul obey him. Tempest tossed souls, wherever ye may be, under whatsoever conditions ye may live, know this: in the ocean of life, in the isles of blessedness, are smiling. And the sunny shore of your ideal awaits your coming. Keep your hand firmly upon the helm of thought. In the bark of your soul reclines the commanding master. He does but sleep. Wake him. Self control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Say unto your heart, peace be still. That's what I leave my community with today. We finished the book. And it's a small book, so I think I'm going to find another small book to keep us on our journey. As a man thinketh, so is he. But peace, in addition to that, peace be still to my Heal on Purpose community. 15 days or 15 episodes of monitoring how we think, expanding in our growth of self discipline, love, and control. I thank you all for turning in today and turning up today with your coach. And I remind you as you go through your process, as you hold your chest of love, of the agape love, gratitude is the attitude. And in the gratitude, just be still. Just be still when the noise of confusion comes. Just remember your coach. Coach said, be still and be grateful. Be quiet. Sometimes stillness looks like quietness. Quiet your spirit. Don't go toe for toe when the devil shows up. Be still. Go toe for toe in righteousness, but be still and be still in the midst of the storm. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next episode. Healing on Purpose with Coach Naira. 21 days of transformation, of reflection. We have now completed the book, As a Man Thinketh. I'll see you on the next episode in a new journey, but the same transformation. I love y'all. Peace and be still.